The poem that you looked at the beginning of this collective worship was part of a poem that I wrote when I was suffering depression. I wasn't thinking about committing suicide, but I still had this picture of my wrists being cut and the blood pumping out. I felt like my wrists were cut and my life was pumping out with every heartbeat. I felt my life was pouring out and that it was like blood pouring onto the sand and that my life was just soaking away without achieving anything. I blamed myself for being in the situation, and I felt that God was a long way off. I couldn't sleep properly, I was tired all the time, and I couldn't concentrate. When I looked at my life, I couldn't remember any time of happiness. They were all blanked out. That was until someone saw that I was suffering from depression and told me. Just knowing that was a problem started my recovery. They encouraged me to get help from the doctor and they arranged for me to talk to a counsellor. And I began the slow process of getting better. My faith was an important part of my recovery. The Bible reading, the psalm that you just read, is one of the ones that helped me, because when I read it, I recognised that there in the Bible, someone felt like I did. I saw that they were a strong person with great faith, but even then they suffered depression like me. That helped me to discover my own strength and understand depression wasn't my fault, and indeed it's not the fault of the person who's suffering depression. If you can't sleep, are tired all the time, can't concentrate, feel that everything is your fault and that life is grey, and for me it was grey, not black, then talk to someone you trust about. Here in this academy, that could be a teacher or a member of the pastoral staff. It could be me. You might well be suffering from depression, and there are people who can and will help.